I personally chose to start this with the very beginning, thinking that there can be some newbies, some new people who are just joining this training session, and we are just going to upgrade level by level as we understand the basics first. So let's try to understand this way. Most of the projects we see around us, most of the DeFi that we see around us, what is the main reason that they fail to establish themselves? What is the main reason that they just start and then crash? So I think the main reason is because initially they build a hype, they do like lots and lots of marketing, they emit, like they are doing lots of emissions, they're distributing rewards, high rewards, I would say. So people join, they are very happy, they're collecting the rewards. But with time, when there are lots of tokens already, the price starts dumping. People start dumping the tokens, and with time the liquidity weakens and the market crashes. So we at POTS, we decided to find a solution to this. So that's why we are solving one of the biggest problems in DeFi currently, that is unsustainable inflation and price collapse. So instead of like other protocols that are relying on single token, we took a decision to divide the activities by having two tokens. And that here is number one, IBS, and the other one, POTS. So what is IBS? In a simple word, or in my language, I call it the fuel of the ecosystem, because it's like driving the whole ecosystem. It's like running one side, rewarding the token, rewarding the people, running other side, helping with other stuff. Okay, so it is yield and DeFi engine, and it has inflationary mechanism. That means the token supply will keep on increasing with time as our ecosystem expands, as people joins. So yes, that's inflationary, but it is also controlled, and this is very important to understand, and I'm going to make you understand in our future slide. So that is about IBS. You can call it engine or the fuel of the engine. Keep it in the mind for our future slides. Now the other token, POTS, that is value and scarcity, our premium token, I would call it. So why scarce? There's a good explanation behind it. But for now, just try to understand POTS is actually having the value and scarcity. It is fixed supply, and it's an asset of worth long-term holding, long-term asset. So yes, let me recall you guys. IBS is the engine, the fuel, and POTS is capturing the value and for long-term holding. So that's these are the two tokens we will be discussing. Okay, so now I'm sure the next question in your mind is, what is the purpose of creating IBS token, and what is IBS doing in this whole ecosystem? So as I said, it is the engine or the fuel of the engine of the DeFi system. It has four major functions. First of all, it power bonds, okay? So when you participate in bond, when you will participate in bond, you will come with your USDT in your hand. Our system will swap it for IBS, okay? And so basically your USDT will be converted to IBS, and you will earn yield over it, over IBS token. So it power the bonds. Second, it enables staking rewards. Okay, so the requirement to have the staking rewards or to earn APY is you should be having at least 100 or more than 100 USD worth of IBS token. So you need to have IBS token to enable staking rewards. So that is function number 2. Let's move to third. It acts as the yield generating token. Once you participate in bond, once you participate in staking, you will be earning yield in the form of IBS token. Fourth, through all of this, it provides liquidity and system stability. Okay, so that is why it is IBS is the working capital of the whole POTS ecosystem. Okay, now IBS issuance mechanism, that is something very interesting. So I would love all of you guys to focus and understand like what's so innovative about our issuance mechanism. Okay, so think about the traditional bond-based protocols that you would have used in your life, in your past experiences. They're like, they take the money, they print the tokens without thinking about anything. And that is the reason they keep on printing the tokens, and token supply is here. The demand is not much and the system, it crashes, right? But with us, it's very different, because instead of, just printing the tokens just based on demand without calculation, we have a mechanism that is rebase pool contract model. That means IBS is not just printed on demand. IBS is calculated and issued based on system need. So our mechanism helps us to calculate, okay, the future demand or the future system need, and on the basis of that, IBS is printed or IBS is issued. So there's this formula logic. IBS supply is dynamically adjusted based on the estimated demand for the next 30 days. So as I said, the algorithm, it predicts the future need or the future demand for the next 30 days of IBS token. And on the basis of that, IBS supply is adjusted. So, okay, so if there's demand, it will increase. So it works like that. So what is the result, or what is our, what is our intention behind using this mechanism? We understood that what is happening around us, like systems or protocols are crashing because of excess emissions, okay? So that is why we came with this mechanism, IBS issuance mechanism. So we will have controlled inflation. So inflation will be controlled. Smooth supply expansion. If we just if we just put lots of tokens suddenly in our supply, the prices are definitely they're going to crash. The prices will continue to, they will decrease, and there'll be selling pressure. People will start selling the token, and we don't want that. And that is why we came with this mechanism, and that's why it helps us to make the supply expansion smooth with calculations. So there will be no sudden price shocks. So this is the IBS issuance mechanism. Now let's understand. Okay, so now I have seen this question so many times in the chat box. People always ask us, like, what is the difference between bonds, and how is bonds and staking different? Because we get API in both. So this is a very common question, and anybody can have this question. So let me tell you, when it comes to bond, that is liquidity creation, okay? So I'm the user, I will come with USDT. I will go to the system and I'll just deposit USDT. Now, the system will convert my USDT to IBS, okay? So not completely, it's going to be split. 50% will be converted to USDT, like it will be USDT, and 50% will be IBS liquidity. But with staking, you need to have IBS. You don't need to have USDT, you need to have IBS, okay? So this is difference number one. With bonds, you need to have USDT. With staking, you need to have IBS token. Now, another thing. So when you you come with USDT and we convert it to IBS, you are creating liquidity, okay? Because you are giving us USDT and new IBS tokens are generated. But when it comes to staking, you are buying the IBS token from the open market, that is PancakeSwap. So basically, you are putting USDT in the pool and you are getting IBS from there. So there is no new liquidity being created. So USDT is being added to the pool. That also strengthens the liquidity pool. So that is different number two. Okay. And third point, with bonds, you get a discount. Okay. You get a discount on the token. But with staking, you are buying it on price from PancakeSwap, from open market, that is PancakeSwap. So there's no discount when it comes to staking. You're buying it on price, but with bonds, you get the discount. So that is difference number 3. So first of all, let's recall again, bonds, you come with USDT. You need to have USDT. Staking, no USDT, IBS. Second, bonds, you are creating liquidity. Staking, you're adding USDT to the liquidity pool, no new liquidity created. Difference number 3, you get discount on bonds. There's no discounts on staking. You buy it from open market, PancakeSwap. So these are the 3 major differences. Now, how about the cycles? How many period of locking or periods of staking? So with bond, you get 3 different cycles: 90 days, 180 days, and 360 days. Okay. But with staking, there's one more addition. So you will have definitely 90 days, 180 days, and 360 days, but there's one more that is flexible. That means you can unlock it whenever you want it. Okay, so that is flexible, but definitely there will be difference in APY, huge difference when it comes to flexible and the other 3 cycles. So these are the differences that you get here. So, through bonds and staking, it helps to create natural demand for IBS and healthier price discovery, as mentioned here. So yeah, that is basically the difference and the roles of bonds and staking. And let me tell you, bonds has been live after April 25, and staking is also live from May 23rd. So make sure you make your choice and participate. Now, inflation model, which is very common when it comes to Olympus, like Olympus DAO protocols, we know, right? So, all the Olympus DAO protocols are maximum. With them, the prices of the token are to go down with time. It will start here and it will go down. Okay, this is how it functions. But with POTS, we thought about it and we brought some amazing enhancement that you must see here. So to avoid such situation, inflation is controlled via rebase formula that I told you, that token will be issued on the basis of future demand and system needs. So it's going to be controlled. Second, predictable. Inflation is predictable. How? Our algorithm helps to understand what will be the next 30-day demand. Okay, so on the basis of that, the token will be issued, and just you pay the money and we just issue the tokens, not like that. And then third, and the most interesting part, counterbalanced. So to understand this, let's move ahead and understand the whole burn mechanism. Okay, and here you go. So as I said, lots of DeFi, they fail because of lots of token supply in the market, lots of emissions. So we had this idea of prediction market, which has excellent role in the model. So what happens is prediction market generate real revenue. So people participate on POTS market, or that is our prediction market. People take part and it generates revenue. So the gas fee that we get from the POTS market, a percent of this fee is used to buy IBS from the market. Okay, so here the revenue is generated. So from the fee, from the prediction market fee, it will be used to buy the IBS from the market. Okay, so it will buy the IBS using the USDT. Okay, so the pool will have, we will add the USDT, we will buy the IBS, USDT is added, and IBS is taken out and burned permanently. So what will happen? Liquidity will grow stronger, right? Because there will be more USDT and IBS supply will decrease. So what will be the impact? IBS supply is continuously reduced. So this is going to happen regularly, okay? So it will continue to happen. There will be rewards, revenue generated. Market fee will be allocated here to buy IBS, and then IBS will be burned permanently. So the impact is IBS supply will continue to reduce. And when the supply reduces, what happens? Liquidity grows because we are adding USDT and we are buying and burning the IBS. So liquidity will grow. Second, bought IBS never re-enters circulation. So the IBS that are bought, they are burnt permanently. That means sent to black hole permanently. Okay. So as a result, circulating supply shrinks. Okay, the supply will keep on shrinking. Now, USDT that is used for buyback stays in liquidity. So when there's lots of USDT in the pool, what happens? Price pressure becomes positive. So the price will continue to grow with time. So it's a well thought method. So yes, this is the deflation engine that help us to stabilize the price of IBS, and it will continue to stabilize the same way. And even now, if you see our token is very much stabilized. It's like 39, 40, 41. This is how it's going. So with prediction markets, it's gonna be better and better. Now, people ask us, like, what is the supply of IBS coin? I'm sure that's also a question with all of you, like, you want to know that what is the supply. So we do not have a capped supply. IBS token does not have a capped supply. And this is a well thought method. Why? Because it was designed, we designed it in a way to be a utility and reward token. And second, it is designed to expand with ecosystem growth. So as we have more users coming, like currently we have 31K users already. Next month, maybe 100K users, and next month, 500K users. So users and our ecosystem will continue to grow, and IBS has to play the role of utility and reward token in this big ecosystem. So it cannot be limited. So it cannot have a limited supply. Okay. So that is why we made it an inflationary token. But the good part, the expansion is controlled. We have a way to control this expansion, and that is and offset by continuous burn. That I made you understand this now, that the token will be continuously burnt with time and time from the market fee, from the platform fee of prediction market. So this will keep the supply stabilized. This will keep the price stabilized. So this is basically the method here. Now let's talk about POTS token that I told you in the very beginning that it is the value token or scarcity token. Okay, so we call it the balance because IBS is inflationary and POTS token is deflationary. It has a fixed supply of 21 million. It is non-inflationary. It is a long-term value asset. So we made it in a way, as I said, we created the roles of both the tokens for IBS, rewarding utility token, and for POTS. These are the purposes. For governance, for a way to incentivize users, and long-term holding and ecosystem credibility. So this is the store of value of the ecosystem. Now let's understand this. If you remember, I'm sure you would have got this idea about POTS token from the other Zoom presentations we had. POTS token, how is it formed? So it is formed from the PBM. Like each time a user withdraws his or her rewards from the staking or bond, he or she has to pay a fee of 10% or 30% of the withdrawing amount. Okay, so we get to choose, like if you want to withdraw your rewards then and there, you need to pay 30% of fee. And if you want to withdraw it like in 30 days, you're cool with it. So we pay the fee of 10%. So this 30 or 10 or 30% is allocated to the co-building treasury. That means it's get added there, and the amount activates the CBT to buy BTC because it is paired with BTC coin, Bitcoin, to buy BTC and add to POTS. Okay, So it is formed of this withdrawal fee, basically. So yes, so with time, when there will be more withdrawals, people will have more users. The prices are like more Bitcoin, in the liquidity pool. So more Bitcoin, we know the Bitcoin has lots of value, right? So the pods prices are definitely tend to go high with time. So yeah, that's why we call it the store of value of the ecosystem. Now let's understand the flywheel effect, okay? So user enter, just take yourself as a user and try to understand it. I tell you, it helps to understand it even better. So if you're a user, you enter here via bonds and staking, okay? You either participate in bonds or you try to participate in staking based on your preference. So when there are more users joining here, there will be demand for IBS, right? Because with the staking, you need to buy the IBS token from the open market. With bond, you give us USDT and we generate IBS. So both the process here involves IBS. So IBS demand will increase. Now the other part of our ecosystem, prediction market. Prediction market will have users and it will generate revenue. Okay, so as I said earlier, the certain percentage of the revenue of the platform fee will be used to buy and burn IBS. Okay, so the USDT the USDT from here will be added to the liquidity pool here. More liquidity, and less IBS because we put the liquidity and we buy the IBS coin, and IBS is then burned and sent to black hole. So supply decreases, liquidity grows. And that helps to, here you see supply decreases and liquidity increases here, right? So what happens? When this happens, the price stability improves. Now, you tell me, like, you will go for a token which has like up and down kind of pricing, or you are going for a token which has a chart which is stabilized. Like currently our IBS is stabilized, 39, 40, 41. So what gives you confidence? What gives you confidence to invest? Of course, a token that has a stabilized price, right? So when this happens, when the price stability improves, confidence increases. People are very confident. They themselves participate. They themselves hold a token. They also invite their friends. Like if you see this and if you see like, yeah, this project is actually very useful, or if you see, yeah, this token is worth investing, you will tell your friends, you will tell your families. So this way, more users will enter. Then more users enter. How they enter? Through bonds and staking. So this flywheel continues this way. So, we are not relied on outside liquidity to keep our ecosystem growing. We have a well planned mechanism to keep all this moving. So this is the flywheel effect of POTS. Now, pods, market, prediction market. 3 more days to go, guys, and then we can explore and experience the pods market. So yeah, I joined the founders session, and yes, you can definitely join the live that we'll be sharing, and we can celebrate this together, the starting of pods market. So make sure you join, your friends join, so that we can have the celebration together through live. So POTS market is basically our prediction market powered by DeFi liquidity. As I said earlier, we are a dual model system, okay? We are not just the DeFi that you see everywhere. We also have our prediction market ecosystem that is powered by real liquidity. So if you know prediction market, a very good example or a popular example is Polymarket. So what do here? You predict the real world events across multiple categories. We have various categories of events happening, right? There's politics, there's crypto. For politics, a very good example is the current Iran and US war. There are lots of things happening and people are predicting it. Then we have crypto. If Bitcoin will touch like 150K by the end of 2026, you predict like yes or no. Then we have sports, the upcoming FIFA, like it's starting in June, I believe 11th of June. It's gonna be starting, and people are already predicting about it. So there's sports happening as well. Then macro trends, global events. So what you do is you try to make a guess. You predict on the real world event that what will be the actual result. And it is a huge market already, the prediction market. So that's basically about POTS market that this is what you will be doing here. And every prediction activity creates transactional volume. Okay. So even I made you understand in the beginning, like the prediction market, the POTS market generate revenue. Then from the revenue, certain percentage of fees, the platform fees, will be allocated to our DeFi layer. So that's what you see here, that every ecosystem value strengthens the DeFi layer behind pods. So prediction market creates activity, DeFi liquidity captures value, and pods ecosystem connects both together. So that's pretty much about it. So yeah, what we don't just predict the future, we build value from it. You actually in your real life, don't you just think about some event like Iran and US, that when there will be peace, you think about it, right? You waste your time thinking about it. So why don't you allocate it something where you can earn from it? And that's what you can do with the prediction market here. So prediction market very much aligns with DeFi layer as well. And just 3 more days to go. So make sure you join us, you celebrate with us, and you make full use of our prediction market. Now, the POTS value loop, a self-sustaining ecosystem. As I mentioned, there are so many projects out there very much relied on outside liquidity to sustain, to survive, but we have come up with a mechanism, with a system where everything supports each other. Like prediction activity supports DeFi. DeFi supports liquidity growth. So let me make you understand this. So you participate in prediction activity. Okay, you take part in the prediction activity. The prediction the market generates revenue. And how we earn from prediction market? Through the fees. The fees is well distributed. It supports IBS USDT liquidity pool by burning IBS. It supports the pods. It supports the pods. How? Because the certain amount of fees goes to buy BTC and add to the pool. So it's supporting that as well. Certain amount is also helping to reward the VIP tiers. It's well distributed, So that is how it helps to maintain the DeFi revenue. It goes to the DeFi revenue. Then the DeFi revenue, what it does, liquidity grow. The liquidity grows for the tokens because you put more USDT, you put more BTC, so the liquidity grows here. So when the liquidity grows, we know what happens. The price goes up. So there is token stability here. So token stability, we see the token stability. People see the token stability. Investors see the token stability. What happens? Ecosystem confidence increases. When the confidence increases, more users will like to join pods. And then they'll participate in the prediction activity. So this is pretty much how it works here. This is our self-sustaining ecosystem. Now, why people ask us why you go for dual tokens matter, why it matters, why we chose to have dual token instead of having a single token. So as I said, IBS is the one doing everything, running everywhere, rewarding people, creating activity, and pods is capturing the value from the activity. Okay, so IBS, it powers staking, it powers bonds, it rewards, it helps to expand the liquidity. So we know that you take part in staking in bonds. It's indirectly related to IBS or directly related to IBS. From the staking, from the bonds, you earn rewards, right? And also, you take part in the VIP tier, right? From bonds and staking, you create a team. All of you guys taking, there's a team here. So you also earn IBS here. More people coming, more people joining, more people staking. So liquidity expands. Now you get the rewards from all three, from staking, from bonds, from VIP. You earn lots of rewards. Time to withdraw the reward. What do you need to do? You need to pay the withdrawal fee 10% or 30%. We don't keep the reward, the withdrawal fee. That's not the company revenue. We transfer it where? To pods. It goes to pods. It buys BTC, add to the pool. So IBS, this is how it links to pods here. Now, pods has limited supply. Pods has ecosystem growth. Pods has scarcity. Now, I'm sure you want to know why it is scarcity, because it has like 21 millions of tokens. So how is it scarce? Let me tell you, we have a plan behind it. 1 million of tokens belong to ecosystem kept aside, okay? You're left with 20 million of tokens. This 20 million of tokens has a deflationary mechanism. That means every day, daily, 0.5 percentage of the 20 million will keep on decreasing, and it is decreasing every day. If you check the pots on the Explorer, you can see every day burning, and it is already decreased around, I don't know, I need to check here. So pot is like, it's already decreasing with time. So that is why we call it scarcity token, okay? Now, let's understand. You see a single token DeFi system. What happens? There is high emissions. There's lots of tokens in the market, in the people are already seeing like lots of tokens. Lots of tokens, more supply, more sell pressure. More sell pressure, the liquidity weakens. And then the growth is completely unsustainable. So we are avoiding all four of these issues, these common problems, by having a dual token. So what solution we came up with? This is our solution. We have allocated the ecosystem activity towards IBS. IBS will be handling the ecosystem activity. POTS will be capturing the long-term value. And together they build a more balanced token economy. So yeah, this is pretty much how these tokens are balancing each other. Okay, now let's move to the next slide. Trust by design, transparency, security, and immutability. One thing you should agree, that trust is something that matters a lot in this Web3 space, okay? And there are so many fake sellers of trust already who are just telling you, yeah, we are transparent. Oh, we'll take care of your funds. But they fail to do that. And we all the people who have been in this space have faced this situation for sure. But we are definitely designed around transparency, decentralized, and low trust. And we have a reason to say that. After our bond started, like around after April 25, on 1st of May, we renounced our key and we burned 10 million of liquidity already. And even I'll just suggest you to search for the IBS token and check under contract who is the owner, and you will see a black hole address over there. What does that show? That there is no boss in POTS. There were bosses before 1st of May, but now everyone holding the token, everyone who's the part of POTS ecosystem is the actual boss. So how we will manage everything? It will be managed by multisig and multisign, and also the DAO management, okay? So that's why we say that we are the decentralized for real, because you people are the real bosses here. Everything is visible on chain. You can explore and see everything on chain. Our liquidity structure is transparent. How is everything executed? Through smart contract. So yes, we have community-driven growth, liquidity-based system stability, and long-term sustainability. Everything is visible on chain. I again assist you guys to go and see. I advise you guys to go and see and check everything from treasury, from a burn, everything is visible on chain. So you make sure you go and check, because in traditional system, users rely on promises. People were saying that, hey, we are transparent, hey, we are safe, hey, we are prioritizing your security, but we don't say that. I'm not asking you guys to trust my wits. I'm not asking you guys to trust what I say. I'm asking you guys to go and check everything, verify everything. I mean, just verify each and everything out there, okay? And then trust us. So yes, security comes from transparency and immutability, and it is our priority to take care of your security, because you guys are our users. We all are actually the bosses, okay? So that's why we have made everything public. Everybody is a boss with us. So yeah, we are trust by design. Now, why users are joining pods now, okay? Because they are early positioning in a long-term ecosystem. We are not here for short-term hype. We are not here to just give you guys profits and to just build something for a short term and then go away. We have kept the next 5 years also in mind. Even if we will survive the next 5 years, the next 10 years, because we have a system, we have an ecosystem that keeps on supporting each other. It's a self-sustainable system here. So pods combine prediction market, DeFi liquidity, dual token economics, and BTC backed value logic into one system. Pods is paired with BTC, if you know. Okay, so that's why it's BTC backed value logic. We have dual token. Okay, now let's understand the points mentioned here. First of all, early positioning before wider market expansion. People are positioning themselves already. And let me tell you, I'm very proud to say that we have already expanded around 33 countries now in just a month. Multiple ecosystem participation path. We have DeFi, we also have prediction market. Prediction market exposure. Okay, so as I said, with our prediction market will be live in upcoming 3 days. Okay, so that's also one of the ways why people are already joining us. Bond and staking participation. You can participate in bond and staking. You can earn APY, lots of ROI. Then we have a dual token value structure, which makes us way stronger than a single token DeFi, because we have balanced everything together using both the tokens. Transparent and decentralized mechanism. Decentralized and actually decentralized, because everything is on chain, everything is visible to you guys. And then long-term ecosystem growth potential. We have a plan for upcoming 5 to 10 years. We are not talking about a month here. Okay. So yes, that's pretty much about POTS token. And guys, when you try to understand the project, when you try to learn about a project, you cannot learn just by reading about it. You cannot learn just watching about it. You need to experience it. So I invite all of you guys to experience POTS for real, to understand everything for real. So if you have not joined us, please join us, and you guys are the bosses. So let's grow the ecosystem together. So yeah, here my presentation ends. Now, I will help you guys to unmute yourself. So if you have any questions, okay, I'm just looking for the chats here. Okay, different. Yes, Sue, there is definitely great differences between IBS and pods. And yeah, I will definitely love to invite you to our tomorrow's session, where we will dig into our one pager, into the mechanism, so that you can understand better differences. For now, I will tell you IBS is the ecosystem, is for ecosystem activity, rewarding everybody to help drive the ecosystem, basically. But when it comes to pods, pause is to capture the value. Okay, so I hope that answers you. how else we can buy pots. Okay, Sue is asking, please make me understand. I have stayed and bought some bonds, and how else can we buy pots? You cannot buy pots, and that is the special thing about pots. You can only earn pots, okay? So one of the ways to earn pots is to take part in our VIP tiers, and all the VIP tier from V0 to V9, everybody can earn pots. You cannot buy pots. Great. So, okay. So we will see if anybody else, guys, if you have any question, please make sure either you drop in the chat or you raise your hand. I'm going to unmute you to answer you. Yes, claims are withdrawable daily. But of course, you need to pay the withdrawal fee for it. It is, as I said, it is PBN, that is 10 or 30%. 10% if you are okay with withdrawing it in a linear form for like 30 days, it will be distributed. And for the instant withdrawal, you need to pay a withdrawal fee of 30%. I hope that answers you, James. Okay, so guys, make sure you join our tomorrow session, because tomorrow we will be understanding the whole mechanism from staking to bonding to the charts of POTS and IBS, and what are the growth drivers for POTS token, and then also the VIP tiers, how you can earn POTS as well. So it's going to be a very interesting session tomorrow. So make sure you join us tomorrow as well, and also invite your friends to join us. Okay, so Sue is asking, is withdraw instant if I pay 30%? How can one pay 30% or deducted from the investment? Okay, very good question. So Sue, for an example, like if I want to withdraw $1,000, okay, so I will pay 300 USDT differently, separately. Okay, I'll pay the 300 USDT and then I can withdraw the whole 1,000. So this is how it works. It's a separate, it's separately not deducted from your withdrawal amount. Okay, so Zoom is asking if we will invest 1,000 USDT, how much pots I will receive. So yeah, that's very much depends if you participate in our VIP. So 1,000, okay, so 1,000 that you get, that means you can be V1 and you can earn 10%, 10% of pots from the pool, because all the V1, V0, actually from V0 to all the VIP tiers, they can earn 10% of the pool. So guys, I really want all of you to definitely participate in our older mechanism and earn from it. I'm still waiting for your questions. Okay. Bye.
Hey, hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Is Danny here? Martin, do you want to say something else, Martin? Martin is around here?
Yes, good morning. I'm here.
Hello,
Yay.
guys. Hello, Danny and Martin.
I'm from California in Los Angeles. Yes,
Hi,
thank you. A very nice presentation. Looking forward to work with you too. Yeah, just to invite everyone and to thank everyone for joining today and invite you to come tomorrow. Let's continue educating ourselves to POTS ecosystem, and it's gonna help us grow stronger. So thank you again for the presentation, Abe Dubey. Okay, okay, bye bye.